Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Southeast Idaho weather planning briefing for July 4th. Here we are looking at the weather impact summary slide. We expect a continuation of hot conditions today and heat advisories ongoing across the eastern Magic Valley, south central highlands, and the lower Snake River Plain. We do expect a disturbance to lift up out of Nevada today and produce scattered thunderstorms this afternoon and evening, which has prompted red flag warnings for a good portion of southeast Idaho. We see moderating temperatures on Monday, but then a resumption of the unseasonably hot conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday, with record-setting highs and heat warnings likely. On Wednesday afternoon, we see a disturbance working east along the Canadian border. That'll bring some breezy conditions to the Central Mountains Wednesday afternoon and the Snake River Plain on Thursday, and another round of potential red flag warnings. As we work into Friday and the next weekend, we expect to see a resumption of the unseasonably hot conditions with another round of record-setting highs and potential heat warnings. Looking at our satellite imagery this morning, we see that subtropical disturbance lifting north through western Nevada. That'll curve up into southeast Idaho late this afternoon and tonight. And up here in southern British Columbia, we have a weak disturbance, and that'll be sliding east along the Canadian border. The interaction between these two systems will produce that scattered thunderstorm activity across southern Idaho today, which has prompted the red flag warnings. Looking further off shore, we see a weak low-pressure system working through the northeast Pacific. That'll pretty much follow this system here across southern Canada Wednesday and Thursday, bringing breezy conditions to the Central Mountains on Wednesday and the Snake River Plain on Thursday. Okay, looking at our forecast charts this morning, we do see on the storm track here, we see that weak low-pressure system working up around the high-pressure system. That will bring a continuation of the warm temperatures to the region today, where we have a heat advisory here in the eastern Magic Valley, lower Snake River Plain, and south central highlands. In addition to the heat, we will see thunderstorm activity. Here we are looking at the model simulated radar for this afternoon. You can see these areas here are where the accentuated thunderstorm activity is expected to be here across the south central highlands, and then across the Central Mountain Corridor from Galena Summit through Lador up towards Spencer. That'll be the early afternoon activity. If we get into the nighttime hours, this weak subtropical system still working through the region will be producing widespread showers and some embedded thunderstorm activity even through the nighttime hours. So we'll have to watch and see if we need to extend any red flag warnings into the overnight hours. By the time we work our way into Tuesday, we see the ridge expanding back across the region. And as we work into Wednesday, we should see high temperatures approaching the century mark down here in the eastern Magic Valley, and certainly in the mid and upper 90s here in the Snake River Plain and Central Mountains and Southeast Highlands, with minimum humidities in the teens and potentially single digits in some places. By the time we get out to Wednesday afternoon, that ridge now beginning to shift a little further east as a low-pressure trough begins to move into Washington State. That'll bring breezy conditions to the Central Mountains and a potential red flag event on Wednesday afternoon. And then those conditions shift into the Snake River Plain on Thursday for a potential red flag event in that region. As we get into Friday and continuing into the weekend, the ridge rebounds across the region with a vengeance. We expect to see, again, another series of record-setting highs and potential heat advisories across the region. So the warm temperatures continue with daytime highs here on Saturday, again approaching the century mark down in the eastern Magic Valley, and certainly mid and upper 90s here in the lower Snake River Plain and portions of the central and southeast mountains. Okay, to review, we have hot temperatures today with a heat advisory for the eastern Magic Valley, south central highlands, and lower Snake River Plain. We do expect to see scattered thunderstorm activity later this afternoon and evening, and that has prompted a red flag warning for a good portion of southeast Idaho. We should see moderating temperatures Monday, but then a resumption of the unseasonably hot conditions Tuesday and Wednesday with record highs and potential heat warnings across the region. We do expect to see a disturbance working across southern Canada on Wednesday and Thursday. That'll bring breezy conditions to the Central Mountains on Wednesday and the Snake River Plain on Thursday, and potential red flag warnings as well. Then we see a resumption of the hot conditions once again Friday through Sunday, with record highs and heat warnings possible. That's all I had for you here this morning. If you had any comments or questions or even some concerns, please go ahead and give us a call at the number on the screen. Thank you.